It's 10 minutes. How bad can it get?
Welcome to Granny Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
Nice. This is minute 91 of the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. And we're prying out subwoofers.
It was a subwoofer.
It was.
He used a pry bar to remove a subwoofer.
So does he have 3 subwoofers? Is this another one over here?
I bet there's 4. 2 in the middle, 2 on the outside.
Okay.
So he pulls the subwoofer out.
Yeah.
And sets it aside.
What are those, 8s?
10s. They're
You
10s.
think?
Well, he's short. They might be 8s. He pulls
They
out
look
an
average.
old leathery backpack and
Right.
hands it to Sean. And
Well,
Sean's
did
like,
you
what's
expect there
this?
to be a whole backpack behind there?
No, like who would keep a backpack in a subwoofer box?
Yeah.
Now, I want to recall your memory here.
Okay.
What
Tax my memory.
exactly?
A guy at work always says that.
Tax your
I'm
memory.
going to tax your memory.
Tax your memory. Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry.
What exactly did he say to Sean? Was it, I have something Han would want you to have, or I have something of Han's he would want you to have? Because I got the impression it was something of Han's.
I think he said, I think. Do you start with I think? I think Han would want you to have this.
Oh, I think Han will. Okay. Because I'm wondering, is this from Han? Or is this Twink's and he's giving it to Sean?
Yeah, I think it's Han's to Twink. Twink is giving it to Sean.
Why? No, Han did not give that to Twink.
Why? Twink was working for Han.
Yeah, but
living with Han.
Okay, so first off, this was so anticlimactic. You have this old leathery bag.
Right.
Sean reaches inside, and you're like, "What's gonna be in here?" I'm thinking like a gun.
Right.
Like,
And he even Twink says, you're gonna need it if you're gonna make it out of Kamada's place alive.
yeah. I'm like,
So
what could be in here?
It's a bomb. It's like blackmail of Kamada. It's like,
Right.
something.
And this entire backpack, Sean pulls out 2 thin stacks of bills.
Are we supposed to think that the backpack is filled with those bills and he just grabbed 2?
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
So it's a full backpack and he only pulled 2 out? I was like, there's only 2 stacks of bills in that whole bag?
I don't think it's full, but I think there's more.
Now, there's no way
There's a
Twink...
good 4 inches of bills on the bottom.
That's an average amount of bills, right?
Yeah.
So there's no way Twink made that much from Han and kept it in his subwoofer. All Twink does is like sell a pair of shoes for this and that. Like, I feel like this was
You think
Twink's
this is Twink's money?
life savings for trying to get, like, this is his. He puts a little bit in here every once in a while.
Should we go back and look at what he said?
Maybe we should. It's not that far back. It was at the very end of the last minute, so.
That was right before this.
Okay, so they open the trunk.
Something I think Han would have wanted you to have. So I was kind of close. I said, I think Han would have wanted you to have this.
Let's think about this. Something I think Han would have wanted you to have. So Han obviously would have wanted Sean to have money, but that implies that it was from Han. Do you think Han was like, hey, Twink, you're responsible for keeping our side cash? That's possible.
Keep it in a vehicle, though?
Nobody would suspect
one of the
Twink's.
most thefted things.
Yeah, but not this one. Nobody's stealing that car.
Is it so
And
iconic?
it's Twink. Everybody knows Twink. He's nobody's enemy, and it's not a cool car. It's not fast. Like, nobody's gonna mess with it. It's so obvious anywhere he goes. Nobody's gonna break into it. It's very secure. Who would hide a leather? Who would
Backpack.
install that subwoofer? If it had no screws in it, it would sound terrible.
Yeah, it would
Just
be
rattling
vibrating the whole thing. Yeah. So,
Anyway, okay.
Yeah. So it's got money in it. We don't know how much, but I had assumed that it was
All right.
it had a decent amount of money because it looks like it's got some weight to it, right?
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when he pulled out 2 folds.
I definitely was expecting a gun.
Yeah, but how? Okay, next thing. How does this help him get out of Kamada's place alive? You have the head, like he's gonna pay him off. Like you have the head of the mafia.
Yeah, I guess
Ooh.
it's just to prove that he's serious. I don't know.
Unless this is the money that Han's been sneaking. So all the money Han's been like stealing slowly, he's been keeping it in his backpack. That's why he has a little bit of a relationship with Twink, and that's where they keep it because it's safe. And then he can go to him and be like, "Hey, the money you're missing, it's right here. We're cool, right?"
Yeah.
Would that make sense?
That would make sense, yeah.
I think there's a deleted scene we're missing.
Of?
That would just kind of explain that a little better.
Of Han explaining the money to Twink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just like...
Because it does seem like he's about to pull something out that was referenced earlier, or...
Right.
Like...
Or something cool.
A will of... of Han's. It's like...
There's some magical device.
Here's a
like,
key to my 72 Skyline.
That has a rocket ship strapped to the back or something like that, right?
Fiero with a rocket ship strapped to it. All right, let's keep going.
If you think of all the crazy things that happen in the next like 3 movies, which take place before this,
right?
This is such a mellow movie when it comes to like unrealistic things.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's not been like the only unrealistic things here are like the unrealistic drifting.
You're like too perfect.
Drift. Right.
Yeah.
They try to make drifting look too,
but there's no cars
enjoyable.
Going to the, there's no cars going to the moon and like. That kind of dragging
people got
safes
so
out
upset
of.
About that. Yeah, it's funny how upset people
runways
get.
That are 7 miles long.
Yes.
But
that's funny. You think when they got done with Furious, which was that 7 or 6 with the runway? I forget. We got done. They watched it. They're like, no, that seems like an appropriately length runway.
Nobody will notice. They won't think about that.
The action distracts from how long the runway is. All right. So Han's walking through the streets of some town with the bag of money, and he turns into a random alley. Does someone know where Kamada is? Like, does Twink know that?
Yeah. Like, how would he find that out?
Yeah.
But Twink must know a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he knows people.
He keeps his ear to the ground.
So.
But I mean, you see some unscrupulous characters here.
Yeah, it's just humorous because they're like, let's fill this hallway, this back. Are they inside or outside? It's Japan, so it's hard to tell.
Right.
But like, it's very.
It looks
crowded.
like there's a ceiling.
There's a guy holding a chain.
Yeah, an actual chain wrapped around his hand. He's swinging it around
like not nunchucks or something.
It's like if you were to like, in your head, picture a villain from an Asian movie. Like, they're all here in this hallway, right?
Like, literally, are these guys up here carrying samurai swords?
Baseball bats.
Well, he's got a baseball bat. And they're all like, Sean's walking through, and they all like come up on him.
Right.
And they're wearing, the one guy's got a jacket on with like a dragon and like Japanese letters. Like, you see some like, I don't know.
Yeah, this guy, I don't think they're samurai swords, this guy here. But they're like fighting sticks of some
the
sort.
Fighting batons. Yeah. And they have like head wraps that are almost like ninja.
Right.
You know?
And they're wearing sunglasses and it's nighttime and it's just like you're like kind of like low level criminals, you know.
But how did these guys get to hang out with
Kamada. I think.
Whoa.
I know. We get to like the end of this hallway.
Yeah.
This alleyway.
Yeah.
And we have 3 Asian looking guys right in front.
Japanese. They look Japanese.
Okay. And then one guy that's very white looking, right?
He looks like a dairy farmer.
He's got that face with the haircut.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And he's wearing horizontal stripes or plaid or something.
Yeah.
It's plaid.
It's some sort of pattern.
But
if you would take off his like outer shirt and it was a plaid shirt tucked in.
But he definitely just buzzed his head like a number 4 all over, you know?
Yes. Yep. He's got the Ryan Hershey cut. I love Ryan Hershey. I haven't seen him in forever.
He's a busy man. Hard to get together with.
So that's like, this must be like the boss of the alleyway.
Yeah.
Because it like ends here. Well, there's a car behind him.
Oh.
With the lights on.
Past. Boy, that's going to be annoying for that guy to leave.
what do they do if nobody walks down the alley?
Like just standing around hoping.
Do a lot of people come down here looking for Kamada?
Right.
Like
these are.
Is it something that people like line up for? Be like, okay, I guess we gotta go. You know, I need more
keep
money.
Them safe. Put them in. All these people in the hallway. Is that Kamada's car? The Mercedes he rolled around. The Benz.
I think it was.
That would make sense.
I saw a bit of the grill there.
So Sean's just walking through. He's not scared. Is anybody with him?
No, it's just him. Nope, it's just him.
I thought there might be Twink behind him, but it wasn't. Okay.
Twink's not that dumb.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it's just Han and a backpack full of cash.
Huh.
And just a little head nod to the guy at the end, like, yo, what's up, man?
He looks like he's
doesn't belong.
Not even. No, I'm gonna say like incoherent. Like he's
a drugged up
or something.
Right.
He should be like reacting to some of this stuff, and he's just like, home, just cruising straight ahead. But
yeah, I think he's trying to maintain like a dominance.
That's his confidence face.
Right. That's his like. I don't care what you guys.
They're definitely not phasing him, but I feel like legitimately he's like not phased. That's how he is. He's like, these people will probably all want to kill me, and I'm probably gonna die soon. But he doesn't even think. He's not even aware of danger.
Yeah. It's like I think it's funny. Okay, and they did this earlier in this alleyway to like scare somebody. Men will get really close to them and like kind of push them with like their chest. I'm like, you're like 6 inches from kissing this person, right?
Right.
It's just like that's like how they like want to scare people. Like really
thing.
close, like 4 guys come in on one guy, and they're like, I'm like, what a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
It reminded me of this TikTok I saw where the guy's like, my dad was always like, you gotta man up. You gotta man up. And get all in my face. And so the one time he did it, I just kissed him right on the mouth. He's like, yeah, who's gonna man up now? I don't know. I was like, yeah, because that's like, you get so close.
So many times in this movie.
Right.
It's a Japanese thing to like get up in somebody's face.
Is it?
According to this movie.
DK does it a lot.
Yeah.
Or is it Sean does it a lot? Who's always stepping into the face? I think DK was.
Yeah, it's DK because he leans in like a little bit higher, like
yeah,
puts his nose down on top of him. Yeah,
but we don't get any dialogue here. That's just the end of the minute. It's Sean. It looks like he's about to talk. Be like, hi, is Kamada here?
I'm here to see Kamada.
I got a bag full of dollar bills.
No, but I got cash. Yeah. I don't know.
We pretty much nailed the Alabama accent.
Yeah, we got it down by now.
But now.
What's your outro with Alabama accents?
Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And that's all for minute 81 of the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
What y'all mean, Drift?
Now you gotta say thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
winning's winning.
That's pretty good.